Hello, I'm Gordon from Bloc Party, and you're watching Intro. I'll be brutally honest, I wasn't aware of the Melt Festival before we played it. I think, now Germany has some quite well-known festivals, and I think Melt is starting to become one of the better ones in terms of lineup. There's some great bands out there, and why not book them for your festival, which is what Melt have done. And of course, obviously you mentioned the setting, and that's probably one of the most unique things about Melt. You can't see it because it's that way, but there's these huge pieces of machinery. Anyone who's been to Melt will know, and it just makes a very unique sort of location, really, especially when it gets later and dark and they're all going to be lit up. It's going to be great. Well, bit of a disappointment. Foals pulled out. I was looking forward to seeing Foals. I gather that Yanis isn't feeling very well, so get well soon, Yanis. I didn't come in last night. I would have been interested to see LaRue. She's a pop sensation. Just watched a bit of Baddies. Seemed pretty good. It's early days for them, so I hope they can make a bit of a name for themselves. Animal Collective. Everyone's talking about Animal Collective, so hopefully see a bit of that. I've never seen them before. Regarding our own show, I am looking forward to nothing going wrong, hopefully. A good response from the crowd. Just some kind of good old-fashioned rocking out, really, from us. We've been on the road for a little while. We're doing festivals almost non-stop. And it's hard to kind of be spontaneous sometimes, I think, with those shows. So you have to almost reinvent yourself every day, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Every day's a new day for our band, so I think the chances are that we're going to have a good show. I like this idea of just going on and not having all day to kind of fret about how it's going to sound, but just sort of going in and playing, because then you've got the rest of the day to kind of enjoy, really. Sometimes the communal aspect can really make a festival. Sometimes it's all a bit too showbiz backstage. We're not huge into that, so you'll probably find us tucked away in a corner, drinking wine and giggling. That's really our sort of demeanour day to day. I don't know that I've ever had a completely outright embarrassing festival situation. I suppose Glastonbury 2005 was like a very wet day, and we all got kind of splattered with mud up to our knees, and it was an odd sort of day. We all kind of, because we were playing on the main stage, and we weren't playing on the main stage, but anyway, we were quite nervous, and we tended to take quite a lot of let's say anesthetic solution to sort of dull the experience of it, which made for kind of a bit of a erratic show. But it was, looking back, I think it was actually quite sort of historic for us. I think our best festival was Reading in 2005 again, I guess. I think that was possibly the most triumphant moment that we've ever had, really, sort of playing that show and coming off stage, headlining the tent as was. I think that'll be my dying memory, really, of playing festivals, will be that show. It was a sort of a turning point, really. It's been a while since I went to a festival. I can't even remember. I know that I went to I know. I used to go to the Reading Festival. I mean, I still make an effort to go and watch bands when I'm at festivals. And sometimes you really have to get out into the crowd to really see it. But I suppose I've been privileged because I've seen quite a lot from the other side, so I don't really have to go to festivals, as a punter, because we get to play so many. I think I'd be very hard pushed to get into a tent these days, especially on a festival. I always look at it and I think it looks quite nice, but I think I'm deceiving myself. I think it's probably not as nice as it looks. I think it's tough, and the only way to really see it out is to kind of drink your way through it, which doesn't make for an entirely healthy situation. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the hotels, I'm afraid.